The Woodbury Community Foundation has been serving our community for over 20 years. The mission of the Community Foundation is to connect individuals and organizations with causes that matter.
So Woodbury is a thriving, growing community, but there are people who are homeless, and mental health is another issue. And there is a need that needs to be filled, and it's organizations like the Woodbury Community Foundation which can step in and maybe alleviate the pain a little. Once a year, we have an annual grants program. We have a committee of members. We get grants, applications, and then we decide according to our parameters like improving community health, reducing hunger, and helping people in need, and fostering an inclusive community. Those are some of the main tenets of our grants program, and we give out grants accordingly.
We participate in incubating other philanthropic organizations and creating opportunities for those who want to do good in the city of Woodbury. Some of the unique philanthropic opportunities that the Woodbury Community Foundation partners with include the Rounds for Rebs Golf Tournament, the Bash for Brains, Live Brave, and the Minnesota Wild Youth Sled Hockey Program. Some of the programs that the Woodbury Community Foundation has include the Woodbury Community Academy, the Nonprofit Roundtable, the Youth Engagement Leadership Academy, and of course, Woodbury Thrives. The Youth Engagement Leadership Academy program, or YELA, is designed to take students who are currently juniors or going to be a senior in the fall through a 5-week learning program on what it takes to create Woodbury as a community.
So the biggest impact the Yellow program had on me was inform me about community. I feel like I wasn't super involved with the community beforehand, and then when I went to Yellow, I actually got involved with a lot of different connections that involved me into different programs. I participated as a volunteer in the One Woodbury program, and I see familiar faces all around the community, and I think that was the biggest impact. Being part of the community will be definitely a priority on my list wherever I am.
One great example of connecting organizations to causes that matter is the Rounds for Rebs Golf Tournament.
Rounds for Rebs, what we really wanted to do was start a foundation to sort of memorialize my husband, Paul, and all the work he'd done in the community. Paul was the most generous person. He said yes to everyone and everything. He had time for everyone and wanted to make sure everybody felt included and part of whatever he was doing. He's just a great partner. He died during COVID, and so it was sort of a way to have one last goodbye for him and then just celebrate him and what he did in the community and have some fundraising, some money. So we're raising money for scholarships for the Youth and Leadership Academy. Paul would be extremely proud of Rounds for Rebs, just because we're giving back to the community in a place that he feels is super important, giving back to the youth.
At the end of the Yellow program, I was lucky enough to receive the Rounds for Rebs scholarship. It just opened up also just being able to recognize my talent for also writing and being able to see that I have a skill in that and kind of just empowering me and giving me confidence as well.
There's a number of ways that we can assist with other nonprofits, from the fiscal sponsorship area where we help them get started and running, to being their treasurer as they operate as an organization. We also have agency funds where organizations can park their assets with us and invest them on their behalf to grow for future needs in Woodbury.
I think the biggest benefit of being a partner with the Community Foundation is that they've managed our money for us. We can just do what we love to do, and we don't have to worry about the finances and the stuff that we don't know how to do.
At the Woodbury Community Foundation, our initiatives reach everything from dementia and Alzheimer's to youth programs and racial equity. The Woodbury Community Foundation wouldn't exist without our volunteers. 95% of the work we do is because of those who show up and help out.
I've been volunteering for the foundation since 2011. Part of my role with the foundation is to process donations that have come in, either through the mail or through credit cards. And I make sure that they put into our system and that a thank you letter is sent out. Volunteering is a wonderful thing to do. It gives you a sense of pride and a sense of that you're giving something back to the community. I think being a volunteer for the foundation is one of the best things you can do.
There's a lot of different ways you can support the Woodbury Community Foundation. They include showing up as a volunteer with your time, investing some of your talents that you might have in particular areas of our organization, and of course, making a financial contribution. The truth is, Woodbury's been growing at an astronomical rate for the last few years, and our philanthropic efforts haven't kept up with that pace. If Woodbury's going to be one of the largest cities in Minnesota by 2040, we need to have a foundation to support it, because the big city challenges we'll face at that time need a big city foundation to show up. And that's what we aim to do over the next 5 years. At the Woodbury Community Foundation, we know that together we can go further and do more to help the citizens of our community. That's why we want you to come to us with your ideas, with your finances, and with your plans to help, because the future of Woodbury needs us, and together we can do more. Thank you for your donation to the Woodbury Community Foundation.
Your donations matter and make the Youth Engagement Leadership Academy possible.
Your donations matter and make funds like the donations for Rounds for Reps possible.
Your support enables us to grow our grant program.
Your donations matter and make the foundation possible.
Your contribution is making a meaningful impact in our community.